ready. dupreeh to receive. It is going to be the boys of Vitality starting on defense, and Hades quick with partnership. Oh, well, his partner's been dispatched of. A nice long-range one from ZYW0o on the Julies. Madden's gone, and they start their crawl. Very early to be here.
Yeah, well, Vitality are kind of boxed in here towards this top side, man, just towards ramp, just trying to lock this down as DH comes crawling. Hard fight for the Glock at range here. Man just keeps his head tucked and doesn't jiggle on a timing. DH might have been able to take some space, but another one hits the deck, and it's a 3-on-5 situation here.
They're everywhere, but
nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Precisely. That's a freebie. Now, he knows Magisk was there too, and he commits to it. Magisk pulls Vitality into a likely conversion here. Now, the bomb plan's great. And Spinks, yeah, he's sharp, but a 1v4 asked of him, and the first bullet does connect. As
Either the world number 3 and the world number 3 right now buy back with a forced buy towards Silo with SMG, but Madden out squeaky and dead. Okay, that one felt like a bit of a Hail Mary. Nothing behind him. Space really not taken elsewhere. Scout will connect, and a bit of trouble here for Apex.
Yeah, this is already looking a little bit disconnected for Ence. Madden just charging, just testing the waters, I suppose, to see what they can get away with. But on the force, this is going to be a very quick second round on the board for Vitality. Yanko highlighting that Apex was complaining about their success in the pistol as well.
He'll be happy now,
They'll be happy now, yeah. They got themselves that, and it seems that the conversion, admittedly with one blemish on the record, Apex again tucked in tight, and Spinks, he knows he's being hunted. He's heard him. It was dupreeh stepping around in that lobby.
2 MP5. Wait, hold up a second. The HUD was just tricking me here. We have lost a player. It's just Spinks. Surely not anymore with the MP5 of all guns here, Alex.
Aladdin had one too, though. Yeah, I mean, 2 MP5s. A couple of players are like hipsters with the MP7, but the MP5 maybe just an electronic special.
You don't see it a whole lot, do you?
Na'Vi sometimes dribble around with it, but...
Well, the fact he's already got 2 kills is quite nice here, so a bit of extra cash to work with. Time really not on his side. 35 seconds remaining, and opportunity to take a fight here as he steps out. Hero AK in the hands of Spinks here, so this one could be explosive as well. Look at this. Pace again towards Yard. Wants to use the AK-47 to see if he can crack open the Yard position. Teammates behind him, so there's a chance.
It's ZYWO, though. 5 frags, 0 deaths. A strong start from him. What Vitality fans are hoping for. One on top. He spotted out Diha's head and woo, pops it like a cherry tomato. There's the hero AK. Wasn't expecting that. Goes a little wider than he normally would.
But need more out of this. Not necessarily from Spinks. He's on 5 HP after that nade. They need to pick it up. They need to recycle it. And Apex coming into fight. Loves this position. We'll get one onto Madden and more on the plate here as he peppers down range with the M4A4.
Hades has picked it up. He does have Kevlar. Big connection from Snappy's Deagle. And you can see the reaction. Immediately Vitality say, okay, playtime's over.
Yeah, if we thought we were going to get away with a couple of easy fights here, we're going to be held on notice. So dropping back, a little bit more chip damage done towards Yard. Everybody from Ence now the walking wounded. But remember, this was just that AK coming in with some pistols around it. 2 kills is great. A third would be fantastic. But they are locked in by this position of Magisk here up and on top of the T roof. I don't think they'll expect it.
That's beautiful. Mega Brain Magisk is going to get a freebie. And I mean, Hades is going to be put in a box. There's nades, there's bullets, and even more chip damage inflicted. More lethality as well. Snappy, steady. 2 of the 3 connect.
Going for these Yard plays time and time again. ZYWO wants to deal with that, but he's dead. It's the deck already, and this is going to be interesting for Vitality as Apex needs to mend this wound.
Yeah, and he's actually continuing to hang around here. Smokes are up, and he wants to at least maintain some degree of info. Main roof, silo, and thinks better of it. DH, oh. 1 lick of the flame. Uncertain as to whether that information will be relayed, but Masuta aggressively holding for this, and Madden adjusts very snappily into the head. Ramp room lost, and Vitality already really on notice.
Yeah, maybe the casualties that they stomached in the previous rounds might send them in the direction of a save, but dupreeh, the direction of back fence is the name of the game, slinks on back to the stairwell and wants to tuck on in with this MP9. Still don't have a clear indication as, well, Hades has made a step, so now he knows the jig is up. Bomb gonna get planted right in front of his eyes, and dupreeh can't do anything to respond to this. He's gonna hope a T walks into the Lion's den.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not the Vitality are really going to trifle with trouble. I guess best case is going to be dupreeh trying to find a couple on the way out the door.
He can stay there, right?
Yeah.
He can live in that window room, so maybe damage with an upgrade as Snappy patrols Yard now, but this round is done. Ence off the board. That's the kill for dupreeh. Now, is it going to spur them forward? I wouldn't think so. I think this is just keeping their economy honest here as well. 2 players turn their attention. Snappy and DH want to deal with this pesky MP9 before it gets out of control. Now getting closer and closer, and dupreeh grabs another, so great round for him. 2 kills, that's going to put him in the range where an M4A1 is going to be able to be purchased on through. Magisk can drop one, and misutaaa can buy, even drop an AWP for ZYW0o if they'd like. So Vitality should have a pretty decent buy here into the next round to play. But simple stuff, this is how it kicked off. The opening from DH again, and a nice shot there from Madden with the connection onto misutaaa. Relatively easy work, 100%. The buy is through, and ZYW0o did get donated that AWP. Let's see if he can find the opening this time round.
Oh wow, Spinks has got himself straight down with the bomb. So Vitality panics stations, and he's not slowing down. misutaaa still on ramp, and the bomb is going down. That is a very early plant. Losing bodies left and right, though, drop like flies. DH catches one from ZYW0o. 3 on 4. And make it 2. Problems for Hades and Spinks. Hades needed 1, and he can't even pull that across the line. Spinks, another horrible scenario to try and convert. Nice find. Another one there, just on the slither. ZYW0o does tag him up. He should be run down any moment now. Swap into the pistol. It's not about the round win anymore. And Spinks accepts his fate.
Yeah, that was rough, right? If he got both of those kills, might want to have contested towards the back of the side, but where he planted, not able to contend for the round, and Vitality bounced back immediately. Round here for Ence, if they're able to obliterate the opponent, could send Vitality with the loss bonus tumbling to an eco or a force buy.
Standard spread. And a bit of damage already onto Spinks. It was just through the corner. In fact, tell a lie. I think that damage was elsewhere. Yeah, Hades out towards the yard, catching shrapnel.
That deeper molly that the CTs are throwing now does tend to stall out some of these yard pushes, and we know how important smokes just like this to get you control. But there's an opener up over. Apex goes down, and a position that he loves to reside is that warehouse. So overstepping the mark will give up an opening here to Ence, who are looking to make their way down as information and places are traded just like a chessboard here, pushing in towards lobby. Vitality are going to get a little bit of info of their own, but will it be too little too late?
Magisk is dropping his smoke, so you will at least buy time.
Very well timed, right? That's perfect work, because as this lobby push from misutaaa and ZYW0o is coming through, they need to block this lower push. This is going to allow the rotation to potentially come back in and buy a bit of a buffer here. Ence don't know what's going on while this smoke is stalling them out.
And they gathered and congregated perfect into the nade of Magisk. A boost he's pre-aiming and ready for.
Needs a couple.
Yeah, he does. And perfectly timed engagement. Snappy does catch some of that hot lead. Light on time, but heading towards the single door.
ZYW0o's responded to this now, and that is a perfectly placed smoke. They're going to have to push through this, go back up the vent, or go all the way around. As Magisk just on here could be in for a big triple kill. Spots one, pushes around the corner, can get the second, but that's all from Magisk.
Spinks the main threat, and that's dealt with. DH looking for one and not even going to be given it. So a great start. French fans right now celebrating.
I would love to see this from
Up through that demo and learned the most lessons, as well as this on the day form. Oh wow, that's an opener, isn't it? dupreeh.
Okay, that's a combination of a molly and spam, so just getting caught out there. I've given one back, but it doesn't mean it's over for Vitality. We've already seen them convert with the Danes having a couple of cheeky multi-kills there. Now the smoke wall will be deployed, and this is great. You take the time out, you get an opening immediately. Now it's just about not tripping over your own shoelaces. You do have an advantage in a round like this. It is still early. A little bit of a space has been negated there. That's a great smoke to deny any option for DH to make his way down in towards Secret. They'll have an idea that he might go main, he might come late Secret, or make his way into warehouse, and it looks like he still wants this territory here, using that smoke. Waiting it out. There's a bit of a lobby push coming through. Yeah,
this is actually the CT's bringing some aggression into the mix. And oh, timing. Just as they look away, it doesn't matter. No need. Magisk has dealt with it. Lobby silence, and again, what was an advantage Ence quickly flipped. They haven't moved too far, and it's kind of just those two in lobby and this DH adventure, which makes things interesting. That frag brings them right back into the round.
Oh, as they're down the vent, it's joined up with DH here. ZYW0o, what is this? What is this?
Wow, wow, he's actually managed to beat them to it. At their own game, it does lead to his demise. DH, here's the comms, works it out, and it should lead to the bomb plant now. misutaaa through the lobby, it will be a Madden back turn. And so now whether or not they approach this, kits are present, bit of utility on misutaaa. They're going to group up on ramp.
They are loud about this, but Snappy and DH are quite far back. I'm not sure if they would have caught the footsteps here.
So
you'd be worried about Secret or vent late.
It's certainly going to be running through their minds. They'll get some answers soon.
There's a smoke for the bomb.
Both crawling now. Good timing on DH, but he's been warded off. 2 frags to his name already. Suter looking for answers, does clear out Dark. Light on time, this door swings open and Snappy needs to survive here. A hold to spray, but nice hold on the defense. They're holding the defuse and Magis, the bodyguard.
Before. So let's see as the buy comes through one more time. This time lacking the Hades AWP, what the approach is. Wiki blown off, Molly again to main. Apex not going to be falling foul to what Dupree did, and maybe it's a bit of a pop and go.
Yeah, with a beautiful push is Madden into the site. Wow, catching ZYWOO's big, but look at this again, Magis, the multi-kill master gets a double. Hades swallows a grenade, and now all onto Diha as it's converted. A quick first headshot. Aware of Apex towards the main, and now reading it well. He caught a glimpse and can't finish it. They are loud today, Chad. I mean, and it makes...
In Group A.
Spinks is trying his luck. They really are stubborn about this, and he has managed to get the descent into the vent. Partnered up with Madden. This has been working well. Masuta to respond, and actually a bit of a quick one. Oh, the management of the spray. Strong, a double dink, but only Madden lives through. Bomb planted, but with 5 HP. He doesn't have any help. He can't afford to die right now, and he has. Apex might go for this.
Already.
They can dump their util, Chad. They got so much of it. Just lock out the remaining Ts and start tickling that bomb. They're over for it already. Look at this. Vitality are so quick today. But a very convincing lead. Already accrued, bit of a tag there as well. Snappy catching bullets from Magis. And you can see they've really got their firm grasp of these T positions. There is something to be said about Spinks and his passive lobby hold. Diha does at least show presence into Secret. No final commitment yet, but that time...
Madden's up ladder. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on in a round like this.
That's a big find. Dupree caught off on his lobby push, and Madden is heading towards top. Top side should be the dream.
What's going on?
It might just be deathmatch. They're still uncertain about Squeaky. They'll clear it quick.
Okay.
Snappy's mollying lower while they take top.
Look, here's what's happened. I think Ence have identified these rotations, and Snappy has identified where two are. Apex dead, Masuta as well. One to find of ZYWOO, but this round is done. The second for Ence should be posted momentarily. But that was it. They had so much control of the map, and I think they've identified that Vitality are going for these heavy rotations, because once two players dropped down the vent in the previous, and you saw three players were already in the lower site to respond to that after the Masuta death.
Yes.
So Masuta took contact, got a kill and a dink, and then the rotation was so heavy. What they're doing here is using this misdirection and going, if they're going to gamble, if they're going to send that many players, we will try to worm our way around and find the gaps. Unfortunately for them, they didn't walk into the onslaught of the CTs. They found the nooks, they found the crannies, and they found their second round.
Yeah, I mean, as Madden gets up heaven, and you still have Spinks on T-roof, you know that they have managed to catch you, and that's the AWP gone too. So a full reset for Vitality.
That one hurts. That one actually hurts quite a lot here, because we can take a look at the cash situation. It's not schmick by any means here. It's actually a little bit rough around the edges. So Spinks and Hades with a couple of nice ones there, and Snappy with the final three of the round on a beautiful flank here. The opponent's is shooting, not even looking his way. So a great round from the in-game, maybe take away a few of these AK-47s. That would be a great round, but it's crazy to think with where the scoreline was at, how we now see this buy. So showing that it isn't as clear of a scoreline as maybe it dictates. This is a nice boost if they do head his direction. Masuta, with the elevated position, has two knocking around the corner, and all for Hades, and Adam with that AK to try and break things open. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, this Apex Scout, it's a trademark.
It's starting to become one, and Masuta's been rewarded as well. They are going to roar so loud if they pull this half buy off. Ooh, he's hit another scout shot. Problems now. It has to be Spinks to bail them out. They know one's boost, but it's the ramp though. The back is going to be turned. Spinks does rack up two, but loses his head in the process. It's Dupree 5-7.
Oh.
D has caught bullets as well. It's just a USP. They shouldn't have any right to this round. A naked Magisk. Hades to try and find a way in, and ZYWOO hears all of this. One deagle bullet to the center of mass. He's got an AWP, and they've got the round. That is cheeky. Oh, Vitality. Audible, Masuta lying in wait, so set for this one. They're not going to expect him. The first is there. The smoke down. Spinks can't even find him. And then this... Just so aware and so quick to react. It's only Masuta. Now, they know he was typically working ramp. Lobby priority. And he's going to get as far away from them as he can. So, I mean, we said two's not enough. My question to you is three?
Three's all right, four better. All right. And,
look, I see. I get
this is how it works, right? We want to get as many rounds as we can. First to 16 picks up the victory. But for Ence here, 4 going into half-time, 2 minutes just to consider things, and then come out the gates and defend against a Vitality. Now, I'm curious at what type of play we get from Vitality coming into the second half. Are they going to use this fired up squad that they've got going here to keep it fast and in the face and see if the individuals can pull off the same type of shots on the T side, or are they going to reel it in? Do they have a clear game plan that Zonic and Apex have been working on to as ahead of the smoke, Magic Squad's pushed on back, now ramp control taken. As they round the corner here, they do have to be a little bit worried. ZYWO doesn't want anything to do with it, goes up the fireman's pole. Roost towards the top side. How are Vitality going to deal with this?
Well,
Timing.
Oh.
Did he catch a glimpse?
Yeah, audible. And he's still looking. Perfection. Good awareness out of Masuta there. Finds one. It's Magis to take one as well. Returned by Spinks. Masuta still partnered up now with Apex. And whoa, the first bullet out of Madden's AK finds Masuta. Apex joins him. And that looks good for a fourth. Dupree not going down without a fight. Final round, fight or flight. And it seems it's rather sticky for Spinks. Hiding behind the site too, hunting him down on a lot of time on this. Nade down the gullet. Well managed spray. Heard ZYWO as well. The door confirms his position. Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, now on the defense of their map choice, Ence. DH gifted some Julies and a smoke, so quite the combo for him. 1x bet odds are favoring Vitality at this juncture, and you can understand why.
Okay, so one smoke deployed on the pistol. Spinks has got the angle to confirm crosses, or ooh, yeah, safe from the flash. Safe from the flash. He's screaming bodies across. Madden tries his luck as well, and pot shots don't really get rewarded.
Dupree's down. He's got a bit of extra utility here, and speaking of util, they've been cottoned off. Apex has gone down in the meantime here to Apex, so it is a 4-on-5 disadvantage for Vitality here, and maybe Ence can bite back on this CT pistol as DH's Julies are looking ready to munch away.
I mean, it's a dreamy weapon for this close haul. Never mind, a Glock to the face. Snappy gonna have a tough time dueling ZYWO. You know he knows his angles well. Pre-aim, just the timing. Oh, dreamy for Snappy. As he once again wrestles for that frag. Magis gets it eventually. More of attrition and up to the top side. It works well.
3-on-3 right now.
Great recovery.
Yeah, really good smoke from Dupree. Bomb's going to go down, and this is a fight for ZYWO to win here. Doesn't clear his corners, and Madden just in the nick of time. 3-on-2 situation, and low HP from Magis.
Hinges on Dupree. Really does. He's hanging out close on the hut. Madden may not get that information, and no armor on him either.
No kid here.
From the heavens. They've got 3 different angles of assault. Dupree's managing to get a real nice spot. He can catch them snappy from the back, and Madden's his first victim. Another spotted out. Time ticking in his favor. Just needs to rot that clock. It's still ticking. No kit. If he can find Snappy, he could have found the...
You have Masuta here on your screen dealing with any lobby aggression. ZYWO over towards ramp as well, but the main focus is with this AK, right? The rest of the pistols are just out seeking information. Hey, Masuta, they pushed up close red. Come back, we'll fight him together. Hey, Masuta, there's some aggression ramp. Let's take this duel. And, well, there you go. Ramp is name of the game.
Snappy is his adversary. Hits one across the bow. It's 75 for Masuta to work with. One-shot headshot ensured.
And another key here, we talk about this on the full eco rounds where you want the CTs to rinse through all of their utility to reinvest. Well, they've also done that. So, sub 1 minute now.
Dia's looking in the right place and hasn't found the right shot. Apex has, though, the hand cannon to the dome. Madden pulls it back. It's up to Hades. He's hearing an awful lot. The spray to bait. Weapons retrieved, and that AK, you said it's all about that. Snappy, he tagged him once. Here's the other, and there he goes. Vitality lose their potency, and they could lose every weapon as well. Look at this flank. Hades needs one, and they will both go down to that M4 spray. Nothing to be left here unless ZYWO can hold on to that AK-47.
Yeah, I think he should probably try and get stuck in here, right? If he does hold on the AK, sure, he can buy head armor and util behind it, but maybe kills on the agenda. Spinks says no. Frag comes exactly where...
Magisk is investigating. He's very suspicious.
And you can tell that there is a little bit of a gap here, but they have to move. They dismount was heard, so conversations had, and wow, an opportunity there, but Spinks quicker on the trigger. Yeah,
there's a reason you put the AK in his hand. Spinks nearly 3. Catches the Orpa way downtown. And that advantage again in the hands of Ence. Can they maintain it? This is where they have to be able to close, use their numbers to their advantage, and the same could be said for Vitality. Now, Apex, did he just get spotted out? Dia's going to have a look. And the crosshair there, but Diha clears, and Snappy will secure the round. It's only Dupree on the AWP. 2 kills to his name already. The ace clutch is a pipe dream, and he might just be grey screen. Into Madden, yep, that'll do.
Hacking.
I'm counting some smokes here. We've still got 4 for this French-Danish roster.
Well, this is where Diha is very devilish, right? I love the way that he plays this yard position on the CT side. Instead of hanging around, he is going to drop back, and time in the favor of Ence right now. They even have a couple of Molotovs left of their own. 3 to stall this out.
Now it's the time to tuck in. Last of the CT util. Spinks forced out on wide, and yeah, nothing to be done by Spinks. It has to be someone else, and Madden is the one to step up to the plate initially. More stop mollies, 20 seconds, extinguish. Madden needs a frag here. Repositions, loud dismount. Apex in the CT vent, a big frag from the leader. Oh. And more to be done. 13 seems likely as Hades watches his team in the kill feed slowly lose control. We will see 13.
Felt well handled there for the most part, but keeping 4 alive. Fantastic stuff from Vitality here, just able to break through. And that sound cue coming back to haunt Madden right there, right? The smoke goes off to extinguish the CT Molotov front hut. He drops, is heard, communicated, and decked. So huge kill to enable that top side. Otherwise, Madden could have been set up for success right there coming through the gray screen. But this is the shot from Apex. And yeah, I'm not quite...
I think there might have been a boot.
Maybe we can see that one again.
Yeah, if we could, and if we have the time. I'm going to get my nose to the screen this time.
Yeah, I'm on a bit of an odd angle here.
Yeah, I'm going to Bondick it.
You know that CT reaggresses is name of the game when you're down a man.
Yeah, but where? Right now, I think Ence are more than happy just to hope they walk into their trap.
Well, if they go towards top, Hades has this AWP, and he's just deployed a smoke to give himself a buffer to work with, but they are hitting ramp.
That is the gap. Snappy. Yeah, nothing he could do about that. Magis just flattens him. 22 now and counting. And Hades actually wants to give this a go. He might be there in time to at least take that pot shot. Magis is good on it, though. How does he get the third? Barely visible on Hades' screen, but 3. Time to plan and time for Madden to think about what went wrong. Vitality, that is 2 consecutive rounds now.
But this Vitality is one that we're all hoping to see.
Yeah, and Vitality have been avoiding Hades so well. Not this time. Jumping straight into his realm. And there's more to come as well. Apex trying his luck as well. Leaves the orb, thinks better of it.
Yeah, and so does Hades, right? He has the opening pick, and the last thing you want to do is linger for too long and give that kill back over. So you can see the reposition now towards CT spawn, holding a bit of a tighter angle here and trying to play the number advantage. Vitality without any room towards yard. Have to pivot elsewhere. Now just continuing to try and harass through hut. And they do have enough nades if they want to try and either fake out top. They could do a smoke wall late. They have 3 in play for that. But there's still plenty of time and no rush just yet. It looks like they want to barrage their way out squeaky door with Apex assisting from the roof with a bit of utility. One more smoke drop to door. That's another 20 seconds they're going to have to wait. And there's 3 players, as we can see, on the other side.
We haven't seen many top XX this nuke, to be honest.
No, there was the fast Tech 9 round from Ence that they attempted. That one got shut down quite quickly. But you're about to feel the full wrath of Vitality in their top takes. Apex lines it up. It'll be his molly that marks the start. Let's see if Spinks can be a bit of a fly in the ointment. Should be, but still Magis good for an opening. 2 from the squeaky door. It's Spinks to step up for his double. Down the vent, they do slip, so Apex will stick around, knows that D has MP9 is there, and Snappy's got himself a solid frag there. Should be round defining, only Apex, no time for this, and maybe he can get one on the way out. Dia spots him out, and it's just going to be survival for the leader. Cheeky from Dihad there, but I love it. You know, just using the top of that smoke as he makes his way off Hunt, gets himself an AK, and a great round back from Ence here. So 14-9, still in it, the international squad, and I suppose both of them have that tag affixed to them these days.
From the superstar, keeps around and keeps a hold of defending their honor, trying to avoid 15. Apex caught out as well. It's 10 HP. ZYWO, he doesn't even have a position to celebrate. He's just walking into that top site, makes it clear where he's coming from. The Flames will perhaps buy time to
he can plant.
Get a free plant, yeah. But Spinks has given him life.
You can't put this past ZYWO here. Sure, low HP, but a couple of crispy taps. That AK-47 to the diamond. Just time being able to make it into the hut, but that's it. Snappy rounds the corner, finishes him off, and the defuse comes through for the double digits. Ence now just 4 away.
Yeah, the second is great. The third is just absolute cream on top. Let's see this again. So Madden, he's done damage, right? He's screaming. Spinks, 3, 4, they're pushing you, and he just readies his aim and unloads.
That's awesome.
I mean, what more could you ask for from a hot player?
Look, that is more. Look, I'm actually blown away watching that back.
The particular one is so he can immediately...
Oh, dear.
Looked away and loses his life. They're going to lose the round. Spinks is dead too. Apex, what a call. What a cheeky way to take the top site. Chad will break it down in a minute. But first to understand, yeah, I think they are backing away. Okay.
The option, 3v5 top side retake, no way in the world. It was the L block smokes with a different positioning from that throw, and you bang on. The fact that he's able to throw that and be so close already towards that main position.
It's going to be a very hard task. And they are lining up those smokes again. Different positions. Hades already seen and spotted out. A missed shot.
What this would change here is the likelihood that the main player doesn't rotate so quick, but this is noisy. They now definitely know the players are close, and Apex is going with the traditional route behind the L block, creeping across in towards the main position. D-Hus found one, ZYWO down Apex again, but the trades are there.
Yeah, this is actually going to get very weird for a second now. So Hades knows Warehouse and Secret are unknown. And that bomb residing on the back of Masuta in that warehouse. He's gone trying to do multiple jobs at once here. You can see he's re-smoking the squeak. He gets back to his post. Nothing's really transpired in the process. It is this angle he really wants to adopt. Magisk instead is going to be the one to forge a path. 25-15. Dude is having a game. Here's the parallel. 2 Spinks, 4 Vitality. And Masuta and Dupree, I think they are going to wait to see what Magisk can find. 40
so
seconds.
Far up here, isn't he? Really wants to find this fight against Snappy and has a very good idea of where Snappy is now, but Snappy has no clue that Magisk is past, and this kill could open the round for Vitality here. But
oh my god!
Dupree's found one in the meantime, and Magisk, he's going to get it done. It's a 2v3 now.
Yeah, problems. 25 seconds up the ladder, or not. The loud sound cue. It's all smoke and mirrors. Spinks will be there. He's been great. Can he find his 30 to keep him in the game? Oh, it's Magisk. Of course, it's Magisk that beats him out. Body shots, and Madden demanded to clutch. It's a horrible scenario to find yourself.